So there's this trend going around, and it's where you basically do your full face of makeup in alphabetical order, which sounds very, very cringy when you think about it, but it also sounds very, very fun. So I'm definitely gonna do that today, and I hope you guys are ready. So I have my list here because I would not be able to do this from the top of my head, so I definitely wrote down a list, put everything in alphabetical order, and we're just gonna go according to the list. James Charles is the one that introduced this type of video from my knowledge, so we're gonna go with that. Thank you, James Charles, for the idea, because now we're gonna do it and see how it turns out. Please excuse the hair. It's just like, ugh, don't know what to do with it these days. Don't know, so I'm just gonna stick it back there and just hope that it stays out of the way for the day. Okay, so the first letter in the alphabet is A, but there is no A products that I use. So we're definitely gonna skip over that and go straight to B. So this alphabet starts with B. For B, we have baking, blush, bronzer, brows. So 4. And to start it off, we're gonna bake first. And I'm gonna use this Airspun loose face powder. I'm just gonna put some in here. Now this doesn't seem extremely weird to me because, you know, they say for people with oily skin, some people actually kind of like bake before they put on their foundation and all that, so we're just gonna think that's what we're doing. I've never done it before, but I'm also gonna do my chin because that's what I would do. My upper lip and the middle. Okay, looking weird already. So then we're gonna grab blush. I really wish I had like a liquid blush, but I don't. I only have a powder, so we're gonna just take this light shade right here in this Milani blush trio. It's called Rose Powder Blush Trio. Yeah. And we're just gonna apply some blush. Mind you, we didn't prime, so that's kind of weird. Hopefully my face doesn't break out more than what it's already breaking out. We didn't do any of that. Okay, that's enough blush. Well, actually, I would put some on the tip of my nose. Wipe this bake off my face. Because when you bake, you don't let it sit forever. At least I don't. So now we're gonna bronze up our skin. I'm gonna be using this cream. Technically a foundation from Revolution Makeup or Makeup Revolution in F13 because it's not like my perfect foundation shade, so I'm gonna use it to bronze. Then I'm just gonna take the same little brush and do this. I'm really interested to see how this is gonna look at the end of the day because there are people who do all this cream stuff before putting on foundation. I'm just not one of those people. Okay, and then the final B is brows. Now I'm just gonna do my brows as I would normally do them. With this step, I put it in the B section versus the E section because I consider my eyebrows brows. I say brows all the time. I never say the full word eyebrows, so I chose to put it in the B section. You can either put it in B or E, whatever you prefer, but we did the B. So I'm just gonna comb through them and then fill them in as I normally would. Now that the brows are done, now we are going to move on to C, which is conceal and contour. So we are going to conceal with the Tarte Shape Tape first, and I'm also going to conceal my brows as well and my lids for eyeshadow. I'm just using this Sony Cash brush. It's a flat top concealer brush to just blend all this in. Now we are going to move down to contour, and I'm just going to use this Wet n Wild contour stick in the shade Call Me Maple. Definitely look interesting, to say the least. Next is Ease, and we have eyeliner and eyeshadow. So I'm gonna put my eyeliner on first and then do my eyeshadow. For eyeliner, I'm just gonna use the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner. So for eyeshadow, we're gonna use this Tarte Lit Toasted palette. And the first shade I'm gonna grab is Fireside, which is this dark shade down here. And I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Like literally just pack it on. Now I'm gonna grab Cozy, which is like this shade, the shade right above it. And I'm gonna put that in my crease. Whoa, what did I do? I'm gonna use a smaller brush and do that. Not setting your lid and considering I put concealer way up here, it's definitely messing with my shadow. Used this palette plenty of times, and I've definitely done this kind of look before, and this wasn't a problem. We're gonna try and fix this. I'm gonna use a little bit of this Warmth shade, which is like a light orange, just to kind of, and I don't know, blend this crease area out. I'm just gonna leave it right there. Just kind of looks smoked out and vampy. Let me darken up the lid just a little bit by adding a little bit more Fireside, and that's it. Finally, or F, or not finally, but you know, like finally we've gotten to this step. Finally, foundation, and I'm just gonna use the NARS Sheer Glow. Probably should use a more full coverage foundation, but we're just having fun, so let's go with this one and see what happens. I feel like that basically covered up everything. Don't really see my contour or anything like that. Even with a foundation that's not like super full coverage, so. I mean, a little, very, very little that you see it. For H, we are going to be using highlight, and I'm going to use this Ofra highlighter in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials, and I'm going to use the golden one right here called Space Baby. Normally I would spray my face down and then put on highlight, but this one's a very pretty glowing highlight. You don't even need to do all that for it to show. For the lips, we're gonna line them and then put some lipstick on. I'm gonna bring my other mirror up here. And I'm gonna line them with this NYX Suede matte liner in Club Hopper. And then I'm gonna fill them in with this Kylie Jenner lipstick in Butterscotch. It's like this really pretty nude. I'm gonna kind of mix them in together. And then directly on top of that, I'm gonna put the Morphe Gloss in Flower Crown right on top of that. So I'm definitely not going to put on lashes today, but I am going to do mascara, of course. And I think I'm going to triple up my mascara. So I'm going to use the Smashbox Full Exposure, the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and the Benefit Roller Lash. So the first one I'm going to apply is the IT Cosmetics. And I like to look in a close-up mirror for this. So okay, so now we're down to the last few items. So for P, it's primer. And if you think I'm about to take some liquid primer and smudge it all over this, you're wrong. So I am gonna take the Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water. It's primer, but it's also a spray. And I'm gonna spray it on my face. Then I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, but in the meantime I'm gonna do setting powder, which is different from just baking. So I'm gonna take a little bit of translucent and color powder. So this is the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Tinted Pressed Powder. It's the finishing powder. Yeah, this and the Rimmel Stay Matte. So I'm gonna take a little bit of both and just kind of set my face with it once this primer water dries down. I'm very oily, and if I don't do this, my oils are gonna peek through like a crazy person, especially underneath my eyes, because homegirl did not do that because we couldn't. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take the translucent one. And finally, setting spray. And for that, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. I feel like this is the only setting spray ever that I've ever used that actually does something. So considering I wasn't able to really like set my face the way that I like to, and I know I have oily skin, this will do the trick. So what do you guys think? I think I survived the day and it all came together. I would definitely not do my makeup like this on a regular daily basis, but it was fun to mix around and play around. And the more I kind of look, I kind of a little bit see the contour at least that I did underneath the foundation. But yeah, loving the eyeshadow, of course. Yes, it was so much fun. I think it was pretty much successful. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, so that's good. Well, if you guys liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you go. Definitely look forward to more and more content here on my channel. And if you ever have any suggestions or an opinion about something, definitely leave it in the comment section down below, so that way I can read it and we'll see what happens. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or vlog, whichever one comes first.